Okay, let us start with second category, parallel force system and the resultant. So we have already seen what is meaning of parallel force system. So parallel force system means if the line of action of all the forces is exactly parallel to each other, then the system is called as a parallel force system. So here you can see in the diagram, these four forces are exactly parallel to each other. So they will form one parallel force system. So when we want to find out the resultant for the parallel force system, then we have to only use either R is equal to summation Fy or R is equal to summation Fx. So right now, all the forces in the given diagram are directed in the negative y direction or only along the y direction. Okay. So the resultant will also act in the y direction. So this is the resultant, and this value R is equal to summation Fy. Okay. So this summation Fy is nothing but addition of all forces. So this is equal to, first is minus 500, because 500 Newton is acting in the negative y direction. So minus 500, minus 400, then minus 600 and minus 700. Okay. So this total addition is minus 2200 Newton, and this is equal to 2200 Newton in the downward direction. Okay. So this is the representation of the resultant. So this is the resultant R, 2200 Newton acting in the downward direction. Now in case of parallel force system, we have to find out the location of the resultant with respect to a given point in the system. So suppose we have two supports. Suppose this is point A of the support 1. This is point B. Okay. And suppose we want to find out the distance of this resultant with respect to point A. So this distance we can find out by using Varignan's theorem. So what is meaning of Varignan's theorem? So Varignan's theorem is nothing but the algebraic sum of the moments by the system of coplanar forces about any point is equal to the moment by the resultant about the same point. So suppose we have one system. Let us take this as a parallel force system. So suppose we have one beam, which is beam AB, and there are a number of forces acting on this beam. This is F1, F2, okay. So the beam AB consists four forces, F1 to F4, and distance of each force is x1, then x2, x3 and x4 with respect to a point. Okay. And the question is, we have to find out the resultant and the distance of resultant with respect to point A. So to find out the resultant distance, we can use the Varignan's theorem. Okay. So first resultant we can find out by using summation Fy only, because there is no force in the x direction. So only R value is summation Fy. So this is equal to minus F1 minus F2 plus F3 and minus F4. So this is your resultant R. So right now we are discussing the general case. Okay. And the distance D for the resultant we can find out by using Varignan's theorem. So this resultant will act somewhere between A and B. We don't know exact location. So assume resultant will act in the downward direction like this. Suppose R value comes out to be negative. Let us take this R value minus, suppose it is 100 Newton. Okay. So this minus 100 Newton, it means that R is equal to 100 Newton in the downward direction. So this is R, which is equal to 100 Newton. We don't know exact location. So we assume resultant is at D distance with respect to point A. Okay. So now we will use the Varignan's theorem. So what is the statement? Algebraic sum of the moments by the system of coplanar forces about any point is equal to the moment by the resultant about the same point. That means we need to take the moment by individual force about the given point. So let us take the point A. Then we have to add all such moments, that is moment by system of forces, and we have to equate that moment with the moment by the resultant. Okay. So consider system of forces F1, F2, F3 and F4. Take the moment by individual force. So first is moment by force F1 about the point A. So this is equal to F1 into x1, that is a perpendicular distance. And this moment, its sense of rotation is clockwise about the point A. So it is minus. Second moment is moment by force F2 about the point A. Again the moment F2 into x2. This is also clockwise, so it is negative. Then moment by F3. This is F3 into distance x3. And this moment, it is in the anti-clockwise direction. So it is positive. Then moment by force F4 about the point A, it is equal to F4 into x4. And this moment is clockwise. So it is negative. Okay. So these are the individual moment by force F1, F2, F3 and F4 about the point A. So this is called as a moment point. Okay. So by the definition, if you add all these moments by F1, F2, F3 and F4, okay, the addition is equal to the moment by resultant. Okay. So we can write the formula for moment by resultant about the same point A. This is equal to, so right now by the calculation of resultant, we have got the resultant in the downward direction. So this is resultant 100 Newton in the downward direction, and its perpendicular distance, which is unknown, that is D. So moment will be R into D, and this moment is clockwise. Okay, so it is negative. So Varignan's theorem is by Varignan's theorem, summation of moment by system of forces about the given point A is equal to moment by the resultant about the same point A. So this is a mathematical equation for the Varignan's theorem. So summation of moment means what? We have to add all these moments. Okay, and we have to equate this moment with this equation, R into D. So we can write the equation as, first is minus F1 into x1, then minus F2 into x2 plus F3 into x3 minus F4 into x4, it is equal to minus of R into D. Okay, and then if you put the values of F1, x1 and R, we will get the D value. Okay, so this D value is nothing but the distance or the location of resultant with respect to given point. So this is the use of Varignan's theorem. In case of concurrent force system, we know the point where resultant will act. It is nothing but the same point. So suppose we have different forces like this. So this is a concurrent force system. Okay. And for this concurrent force system, if you find out the resultant, then we know exact point for the application of resultant. It is nothing but the same point. So suppose resultant in the first quadrant, but resultant will definitely act at this point only in case of concurrent force system. Okay. But in case of parallel force system or general force system, we have to find out the exact point by using Varignan's theorem. So this is the application. By using Varignan's theorem, we can find out the distance d. Okay. So this is the problem on the parallel force system. In the parallel force system, this beam AB, it carries 4 forces: 200 Newton, 300 Newton, 150, and the 50 Newton. Okay. So all these forces, they are acting only in the y direction, positive or negative y. Question is, we have to find out the resultant R for the given parallel force system and its location with respect to point A. So the resultant R we can find out by using only summation Fy. So first is 200 in the negative y direction. So it is minus 200. Second is plus 300. Then plus 150 and minus 50. So you will get the value for resultant R, that is equal to, it is 200 Newton. So this is the positive value. So 200 Newton positive means resultant will act in the upward direction. Okay. So this is the magnitude of the resultant and upward is the direction. So now we have to replace this system by the resultant system. So we can draw the resultant system. So draw the beam AB as it is. So this is the beam AB. Now replace all 4 forces by the single force. That is nothing but the resultant. So this is the resultant R, which is equal to 200 Newton. So right now we don't know exact location. So we can assume resultant will act in the AB. So assume this distance D. So this is basically a perpendicular distance with respect to point A. Okay. And now we use the Varignan's theorem. So Varignan's theorem, its equation is summation of moment by all the forces about given point. So point is A. It is equal to moment by the resultant about the same point. So when we write the equation for left hand side, observe this diagram, and for right hand side, observe this diagram. So this is diagram for resultant, and this is called as system of forces. Okay. So first write down the equation summation of moment. So I will write here summation of moment by all the forces about point A. It is equal to, so start from the 200 Newton. So for 200 Newton, if I write the moment equation, 200 into perpendicular distance from A. So as the 200 Newton is passing through the point A, perpendicular distance is 0. So moment will be 0. Then for 300 Newton, for 300 Newton, perpendicular distance is 2 meter with respect to point A. So moment will be 300 into 2 meter. And this moment, its sense of rotation about point A, it is in the anti-clockwise direction, because it will try to rotate the complete beam AB in the anti-clockwise rotation about point A. So this is positive. Next is 150 into distance is 2 plus 1.5. So this is 3.5. And again, this moment, it is in the anti-clockwise direction. So it is positive. And last is 50 Newton. So 50 into perpendicular distance is 2 plus 1.5 plus 3.5. It is a 7. And this moment, it is in the clockwise direction. So it is minus. So you will get summation of moment by all the forces about A. It is equal to 775. This is Newton meter. Okay, check this answer. And then find out the right hand side. So it is moment by resultant about the point A. So observe this diagram. Our resultant is 200. Distance D, which is to be determined, is D. And the sense of rotation, it is in the anti-clockwise direction, so it is positive. Okay. Now equate this equation with this value 775. So refer this equation. So 775, this is the left hand side, it is equal to 200 into distance D. So D is equal to 3.875 meter. Okay. So by using Varignan's theorem, we can find out the distance D of the resultant. So here D is equal to 3.875. So this is the application of Varignan's theorem. So I hope this problem is clear.